Well, I suspect this is going to be a weird video. I also suspect that I sound like I have a lisp. Please ignore that. I don't know if you can see the stars. They are so bright tonight. There's Perry rolling around. There's Perry rolling around. Yeah, I have a little something, a little swelling. It's no big deal. It'll go away. I'm sure I sound like an idiot. Probably shouldn't make video, especially because I don't really have anything to say. But, well, the point is, usually I'm busy on the weekends, because I work online and that's when I work. So, not around. Can you see him hopping through the leaves? Poppy's out here too. I mean, there you go. Well, actually, that's probably Venus. It's so bright. It must be a planet. Although that one's really bright too. I mean, these stars, you can actually see them. Somebody asked me if I was going to watch a meteor shower. No, that's the middle of the night. I don't know where Perry went. Anyway, okay. So, what's going on with me? I started running again. I used to run 2 years ago, well, not even quite. I did a half marathon. Last year, when everything basically went to shit, I didn't run at all. This year, got sick, recovered, and said, screw it, if my lungs are strong enough to recover from that, then I can friggin' run. Who cares if I'm old? There's one of my boys. It's probably Percy. Might be Poppy. I don't know. Anyway, so today, now again, when I run, I go on a trail through the woods. So I don't interact with people. Usually, you can't see him. It is Poppy. Usually, there's nobody. Thanks to the state still being in lockdown, or whatever they call it. You know, you're supposed to stay home. And the schools being closed. I run into more people. I ran into a family today, and the guy was smoking and blew smoke at me, which is pretty friggin' rude and obnoxious. I can really hear a lisp. I wonder if you can. I used to have a really bad lisp when I was growing up. Maybe it's coming back. I doubt it. Anyway, he blew smoke at me and I started coughing like nobody's business. So, that was not fun. That was not good memories. Oh, you know what else I just thought of? I have no space on this camera. Come on, cat. Here he comes hopping. Can you see him? Come on. I mean, it was 9 months ago that he lost his leg? It feels like years. This is the way it's been for me. Anyway, so yeah, I was coughing pretty good. So I'm thinking I'm fully recovered, and I guess I'm really not. I'm just not stupid, not smoking, not hanging around people who smoke. I mean, I can run. So I have to practice my breathing when I do it, but then again, just started up after a 1.5-year break. That makes sense. You have to learn how to do that because the way you breathe when you're doing long distance running is not a natural sort of breathing rhythm. You have to use your actual whole lungs, including, pushing your belly out when you breathe, which is weird. It's not, instinctual. Instinctual. I think I sound like a joke. I don't know. So I was like, yeah, I'm 100%. I'm clearly not, but only in very specific cases, like somebody blowing cigarette smoke in my face. Duh. That's, for somebody that's had a lung issue, that's going to cause some havoc. Come on, kitty. Ooh, there's a big buzz on the... Anyway, as far as being able to donate plasma, Red Cross has gotten back with me. They are thankfully not calling and harassing me. It's mostly by email. I love that. I am getting called by my doctors who they're calling me up to say, hey, we can do a Zoom call doctor's appointment. And I'm like, screw that. I don't think so. Even though I got the disease, the unpleasantness, very southern way of describing it. I got the unpleasantness at the doctor's office. So you think I wouldn't want to be around a doctor's office, but I am not going to do, a Zoom call doctor's visit. No. And I really do not want to do teledoctoring, whatever they call it, because that's what I was doing while I was sick, and it would just trigger so much. So not interested. But as far as these donations, it looks like the beginning of May, so another week and a half, they want... Oh, I think that's people in the house. It gave me a heart attack. They want to have immunity tests that are actually working. They can trust before they do it. Makes sense to me. So it's going to probably be a little bit longer. It's wild. They will definitely have the immunity test, and they will definitely have the virus test for pets, and they still do not have the virus test for people in the area where I live. It's disgusting. Which makes me think maybe it's kind of pointless to do the plasma donation, because, okay, if they have the stupid antibodies, what the hell are they going to do with them anyway? Are they just going to dump them in the ground? But you know what? I'll feel better for having done anything to help people, so that's what matters, right? There's Poppy down there. So there's that. I lost my damn mind. I almost went on a road trip this week. To a place that is basically a hike in the woods, and then I remembered that that's illegal at the moment. So I think I'm losing it a little bit, but other than that, I mean, this is kind of par for the course. Okay, I'm lying. I'm completely lying. This is not just par for the course. A couple days ago, I told somebody on email that, who knows that I have avoidant personality disorder, that I would even go to a bar to be around people. I was having a very bad moment. It happens. Because the only type of socialization I can do at all is grocery shopping, which is not socializing. It's 6 feet away from people, but that's sad. And I'm avoidant. And I really feel bad for the people who are in, a different headset than me, that really want to. Can you see him? He's coming. Both of them are coming. They want to be around people and are extroverted. Oh, there's somebody walking down there. Oh, there's 2 people walking down there. Oh my God. Come on, cat, get up here before the people come. He sees them too. My cats are going to be more crazy avoidant than they ever were. This guy is like, I don't know what's up with people. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the update. The update is I feel fine, but clearly I'm not 100%. But only in very specific cases. It's got to be Venus. You can see other stars up there too. Such a clear night. And no moon. Right pair. I'm gonna go back because I sound like an idiot talking. My phone's gonna cut off. Right, cat? There's people up there and there's people up there, and I'm not supposed to be around people. Actually, I can be around people. I'm considered recovered. I don't know. I don't actually give blood until next week, and everything else is more or less the same. And that's it. It's rolling. So usually I only make these videos if there's actually something happening. And usually I try to give advice on how to cope with life if you have avoidant personality disorder and give tips. And this is kind of a waste of a video because I can't do either of those things. Everything's the same. Everything's the same. I tried to do online shopping. That was useless. Now I have something like 7 packages. They'll come like the end of June or something. Because it's not non-essential, so it doesn't matter. You can buy it, but they won't actually ship it. I don't know. I'm doing more and more of the same. I'm awful glad I went to the library before all this happened and got a stack of books. I got 10 more books to read because I actually haven't been reading them. Kind of a waste. Stephen King had a new book out, I think, this week. Maybe. Again, who knows? I am not finding novels in a grocery store, therefore I'm not going to find that book, and the library is closed. There's my Pops. And there's my Perry. Still humping along. That's it. Doing nothing. I'm sorry it's such a boring little video. I do take the cats for their walk. I don't usually sound like this when I do it. I keep making fun of myself. There's a chance that nobody can hear it at all, and you're all like, okay, idiot, what are you talking about? But, that's the type of thing that somebody with avoidant personality disorder has issues with. Everything must be perfect. You have to have the perfect image, blah, blah, blah. Not like I would ever live up to that, but since you don't see anything, you just hear me talking, I presume that you should actually, hear my voice without it sounding weird. It sounds weird. better be done with by tomorrow when I start working. Anyway, I know. That's about it. Obviously there's no snow here anymore, although it did snow here like 2-3 days ago, it was 2 days ago. I woke up and there was snow. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I have no plans. That's one thing that's actually pretty god-awful depressing. Let's end this on a bad note. Oh, I got my car inspected and I got like 8 things I need to have done on it, but I have a mechanic that I've had forever and he's going to do it. I think he said $400. Incredibly cheap. So there's that. But somebody said, wow, look at this. This is the month 420 and everybody's staying home and nobody's going to work and everybody's, using substances all the time. Not me, but I thought that was pretty funny. But the reality is, I had this deadline and there's been nothing positive at all here he comes running. He can still run. Before, because I kept going on those trips, there were positive things going on. And now, there were also some really negative things, but there were positive things going on. And now there's no positive things. There's no nothing. It's like, God. Again. Look how bright that thing is. That has got to be Venus. Can you see the rest of them? There is a streetlight right there. And that is how bright that is in the sky. Yeah. Maybe yet another reason why it should have happened. I would have missed all this. I wouldn't have gotten sick. I wouldn't be stuck in the house. Actually wishing that I could be around people. I wouldn't be so bored that I'm watching all those dumb Netflix. Oh my God. I did watch that tiger show. That was awful. That was horrible. The one before it, what's the other one? I think it was called Don't Fuck with Cats. Oh my God, that was horrible. What's the one right now that everybody's watching? I watched The Circle. Oh, crap. It's like, yeah, that's why I do not want anything to do with talking to people online. And the one now, which is Too Hot to Handle or something. Just the premise of it is so stupid. There's my boy. Good view of his stump. I don't know. That's pretty sad and pathetic. That's what I've been doing. Oh, but I am watching on HBO Barry. That is bloody awesome. So that's kind of worth it. I actually watched it before. I'm watching it again because it's hilarious. It's stupid, it's ridiculous, it's dumb, and it's hilarious. And that's what I'm doing. That's it. Nothing. I planted seeds. And they didn't sprout. Nothing. I suppose everybody's going through this. So that makes me sort of like one with the universe. And I sort of live this way already. In the past, I've sort of decided I'm going to be more avoidant and avoid more people and just be more isolated. And every time I've done that, it's made things worse. It makes me nervous to be around people at all. I lose all of the headway that I made. Right, Cat? can't see them now. They're too dark. Oh well. So it's a depressing little video. I have no idea what I'm doing as far as if I'm going on another trip. It's kind of like, you know, pick a place I could go tomorrow. What was the other thing I was going to do? And the next month I was going to go to New York, which I don't tell people like ahead of time what I'm doing usually. But I had it all planned. I was supposed to go into this month on a Panama Canal cruise, 8 different countries. And I was supposed to go next month to New York. That one I would have even been able to drive to. So, but everything's been canceled. So I'm doing nothing. So I'm sorry I'm doing nothing. I wish I had better news. I wish I had better advice. Don't step on the cat. I think that's the only advice I got. Because you can't volunteer. I mean, I am volunteering. I'm doing this blood donation. You can't, get a new pet. Actually considered that. Like, I could have another one. Because all the shelters are closed. All the advice I've given anybody is absolutely useless. There's nothing you can do to follow my advice. So the only thing I can say is to take it day by day. I think it's going to be even worse when things open up than they were when they closed, because everybody's going to be terrified. Oh, there's another one. It's probably Pansy. I don't know if you heard that. I hear another cat. Being paged. So I'll stop this. I'm surprised it didn't cut off already. And, hang in there. Maybe this time next month I'll actually have some real advice. I'll actually go places and do something. Maybe. In the meantime, bye.